What is poppin'? 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 What is going on? What is poppin'? 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 What is going on? How you doing? How you looking? How you living? How are you feeling out there on YouTube? I just have one question for each and every single one of you beautiful people out there. Are you ready?
Are you ready, Max? What's going on, guys? It is Max and the Ace. We are back with another recap show. Let's get it. Week 3 is officially in the books, and we are here to talk about that. It was a very interesting week, to say the least, Max. What'd you think about it overall?
We've seen a lot of upsets, it seems like. One major one that you called. You called. You weren't on camera though, but people heard you. People heard you. We saw historic numbers get put up from the Miami Dolphins. Hasn't been done since 1966 that the Dolphins or anybody have scored 70 points in an NFL game, which was, bro, that was like my biggest shock.
Almost
Seeing
record breaking.
70 freaking points on the board, man.
Yeah, what, they playing Madden out there? Because it's like, damn, dude, they tried not to score, but the backups decided, yo, we got this. We're gonna put up more stats than most starters.
Yeah, Mike White went out there and was throwing bombs, and people were feeling disrespected about, oh, they're still out there trying to score, even though they're up 50 points on us. But we saw that. We saw the Cowboys lose. We saw some comeback victories.
Hold on. During the Cowboys loss, let me do my French dance then.
You're gonna go get your little figurine and start
and throw it in the toilet. Yeah.
A
little Dak. The Dak figurine and throw it in the garbage. Yeah.
My boy Daniel's in the house saying, Max, do me a favor. Don't cover the Bears game, please. What is going on in Bears land? Let's get the roll call. We have the pre-live crew that we need to name real quick. We got Choa, Dr. Van, Spence, Daniel Molina. Those are your elite, and the Ace Avenue. Those are your elite members of the pre-live crew, baby. You just won yourself a brand new car. Okay, so congratulations. Congratulations. What up, Kyle? Tyler in the house says, stand up, Packer fam. We coming for revenge come Thursday. Let's go. Ooh, they all were doubting us, Tyler. Everybody. I had the Ace texting me saying his whole stream wanted to know if I was doing okay. Of course, my friends were texting me with the eyeball emojis, like looking around, like, what's going on, bro? What I do, Ace? I don't reply. I don't reply until that final second gets ticked down.
But that's also a cop out, because you might not have replied at all if they didn't come back. So
yeah, you're right. I would have been MIA. I would have been MIA. My parents were even calling me, bro. My parents are Saints fans. My stepdad's over here like, hey, what's up, mother trucker? What's going on? And then I'm like, what's going on with Derek Carr's shoulder? And then he was like, bro. But yeah, it was a fun week. It was a fun week of football, man.
It was. I'm excited to get into it.
Yes, sir. What's up, Tyler? What's going on? Kyle says Colts won. I really thought they were going to lose. Hey, that's another upset.
You're not the only one.
Yeah. And we'll talk about it.
Where's the poll at? Who's leading that poll for the biggest upset?
The poll right now is leaning towards the Cowboys upset by the Cardinals.
Can't wait to get into that game.
Yeah, make sure you cast your vote in the chat right now after you hit that like button. Make sure you cast your vote and let us know what your biggest upset is for week 3. Daniel saying Winston trying to eat some W's next week. He's going to have to try because he's basically ruled out. They already elevated someone off the practice squad, so it's going to be Winston. Hey, we'll see. Luckily, it was just an AC joint sprain for Derek Carr. Like, I thought at first it might have been a broken clavicle. I'm not a doctor, but I've seen those injuries happen with Aaron Rodgers, for instance, when Anthony Barr just smashed down on him on his throwing shoulder. But hope that's good news for the Saints. But we'll talk about it once we get there. Let's dive right into the slate. what happened on Sunday and Monday? We'll go ahead and start talking about it. We saw the Tennessee Titans. Now, I think you took the Titans in this game, right?
No, I think I took the Browns.
Did you?
I'm not sure. We'd have to go back and
Well,
watch that.
I know I took the Titans, and this is what they do. This is what they do. They show you they could compete, beating the Chargers, you know what I'm saying? Going toe to toe with the high power offense. And then the next week, as you see your buddy Derrick Henry's stats right
Ooh,
there, I know you were very happy about those. I'm
yeah,
being
he's about to hit the
sarcastic.
bench. He's about to hit the bench for fantasy.
Ooh.
Ooh, yeah, he's terrible, and they just looked terrible overall.
Yeah, man. They laid another goose egg. And shout out to the Browns, bro. This is the second time they beat the crap out of a team this season. They beat the Bengals 24-3, and now they beat the Titans 27-3. So their defenses, they're them. They're
Mm-hmm.
them for real. Deshaun Watson's best game of the season so far. Best game of probably his Browns career so far. And I was telling you, man, I was like, without Nick Chubb, this Browns team, they didn't really have an identity, it seemed like. But they relied more on Watson, and he did his thing.
Yep, they'll be getting. I expect Kareem Hunt to start getting back into the swing of things, and him being the lead back. They only gave him about 5 touches, so he'll get there.
Yeah. Amari Cooper had a great game. Jerome Ford didn't really do it on the ground, but he got a receiving touchdown. But man, the Titans offense just looks anemic,
It looks inept.
you
Yeah,
know?
they can't do anything. They look horrible. Like they're lucky to be 1-2, but in a struggling actually, in that South division, no one's really running away with that. So they have
Yeah.
time to get it right. But we'll talk about another South team that has been possibly a bigger disappointment. You know what I'm saying? But
Mm-hmm.
so far the Titans have been a disappointment. Derrick Henry, for those like myself that have drafted him first round, your fantasy teams are taking a hit. You know what I'm saying? And it's a shitty start for them. But the Browns look legit. Their defense looks really good.
Yeah, man. Myles Garrett, 3.5 sacks. He's on the he might win defensive player of the year this year, bro.
Mm-hmm.
This man has been balling. Like, he's just out there playing games. You saw when he did a little hezzy move. He's in the zone, bro. One of the best, if not the best, edge rusher in the game. But yeah, man, the Browns have a nice little they got a recipe for, good football over there. Without Chubb,
Mm-hmm.
we'll see how far they go. Like you said, maybe once Kareem Hunt gets some more under his belt, they'll start being a powerhouse over there. We saw the Lions beat the Falcons. I took the Falcons in this one as well. I'm over here. We'll look at we'll go over the pick'ems on Saturday, but I'm already down bad. Lions took care of their business. They ate up the Falcons. They won 20-6. And this made me a little worried because, the Packers just they lost to this Falcons team. They blew a 24-12 lead in the fourth quarter against this Falcons team. And then you see the freaking Lions do this again. Come on. All right. Falcons. It looks like you're not them. It looks like that was a fluke win. It looked like Bijan Robinson couldn't get going. Algier got stuffed. The Lions defense, Ace, is not top notch. I thought this might be a little shootout right here. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Your thoughts on Bijan and on Jahmyr Gibbs, because we were talking about both those players in DraftKings. Your thoughts on those players, man?
Yeah. This overall was a bring them back down to earth game for the Falcons. They're high off of 2 wins, you know what I'm saying? One against your Packers, and yeah, they got put in their place, you know what I'm saying, real quick. Bijan Robinson struggled, only 10 carries, couldn't really get it going. His longest was 11 yards. Algier at this point, you know what I'm saying, he's the back, he's going to be the second guy. But,
Yeah.
Ritter couldn't really get anything going. The defense in general was just shutting them down. And, the Lions didn't overly impress, but this is a solid win for them to gain momentum. And I can't wait for that Thursday night game, battle for first place in the NFC North. And the Lions should get some momentum, being that they beat a team that y'all lost to. You know what I'm saying? So it should
Yeah.
be a good one.
And shout out to I don't remember who he was in the stream on Sunday morning, but he was talking about Brian Branch. He
Mm-hmm.
was correct. 11 tackles, 3 tackle for loss. He was out there doing his thing because you saw what happened with CJ Gardner Johnson,
Mm-hmm.
torn pec, out for the remainder of the year, most likely. So Branch came in there, more playing time for him, balled out. On the opposite side, Jesse Bates did the same thing. Jesse Bates has had a great start of his Falcons career. But yeah, man, it's Thursday night. It's gonna be a fun game. It's gonna be one of those toss-up games because I mean, look at this, bro. Look at the Detroit receivers right here. They only they only had 4 guys catch a football. Amon-Ra, Sam Laporte has looked good, man. The rookie out of Iowa, the tight end, 8 catches, a touchdown. But they're starting to lean more on Jahmyr Gibbs with David
Yep.
Montgomery on the shelf. I mean, hey, the Lions, I knew they're going to be a tough team, bro. When they lost, though, to the Seahawks, that kind of threw me for a loop. But
Yep.
they got it
Seahawks are
done.
solid though. Yeah, it was a good matchup overall. But yeah, it's gonna be a tough one leading into the Packers. But speaking of the Packers, so after being down 17-0 and that game virtually almost being over, the Packers catch a break with a Derek Carr injury.
Oh,
And
hold on.
it was,
You're gonna say that? You're gonna say that's the reason why we won this game
I
because Derek
mean,
Carr goes down with an injury?
they were on the verge of a spanking. 17-0. Then the comeback, the fourth quarter comeback by Jordan Love and company, and then a missed field goal caps this game off, and the Packers take a W, trying to get some momentum going in a Thursday night game. Battle of the North, baby, Battle of the North. It's going to be a good one.
Oh man, I'm so excited. Your boy's gonna be calling that game, the first Packer game of the season being called. You know my energy's gonna be high, gonna be through the roof. We're gonna be pouring up some drink. But listen here, okay. I was very, very upset to start this game. You're right. We were down 17 zip at half. I'm over here like the meme that you shared about the Yankees over there with the stick, just poking,
Come on,
saying,
do something.
Packers, do something, man. The
What
Saints
quarter
def
did Carr get hurt?
I think it was the 3rd quarter. It was after half or I think it might have been I don't remember if it was before halftime or right after halftime.
Mm-hmm.
But they were up 17-0 when he got hurt. I know
Yeah.
that. But that's when the momentum shifted. We were just a one-dimensional football team, bro. Like without Aaron Jones, man, this team can't run the football. AJ Dillon sucks.
Jordan Love outran him.
I'm saying this right now, and I don't want to go out there and just flat out lose all my faith in the guy. But I continue to watch AJ Dillon run the football, and he just can't find the right hole. His vision, his IQ just isn't. I know it's AO, I know it's a pause, but that's the truth. There's multiple times where the guy ran right into the pile and said, "Look to your left. Here's where you're supposed to be running, AJ." They at one point, bro. Emmanuel Wilson was back there. Our 3rd string with Aaron Jones on, healthy. He's our 3rd string running back. Like you said, Jordan Love led us in rushing, had that rushing touchdown in the 4th quarter. And man, I'm telling you, Love, he was feeling himself for a little bit, bro. And that was good. That was good to see Love kind of have that confidence, like, yo, okay, let's get it. Let's go. I got this.
This was his first interception, right?
Yeah, that was a bad interception. It was bad throw. He's had a couple of bad throws in this game. He had Luke Musgrave on a seam route, wide open down the field, overshoots him. He was wide open. He could have had him. And that's just those are the growing pains that we're all gonna see from Love. There's one play that we tried a little 4th and 2. It was early in the game. They threw a toss play to Emmanuel Wilson, and then Wilson took it and threw it back to Love, but the throw was low, hit the dirt, and then Love tried to pick it up, and then he stumbles. He's over here doing a split almost, and then just throwing it down the field, trying to make a play. Didn't happen. Like stuff like that. We looked And the miscues on offense, man, so many penalties with the Packers in this game. That's why we were shooting ourselves in the foot. And then the second half happened, fourth quarter mainly, and it just seemed like everything was going our way, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. But at the end of the day, a win is a win. And that's all that really matters.
Oh,
And
yeah.
it's good to have these wins. Like you said, when Jones comes back and even Watson comes back, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Mm-hmm.
you give Jordan Love a couple more weapons and we'll see what happens. What's the timeline on both of those guys?
So Watson and Jones were both limited today in practice.
Mm-hmm.
They're leaning on the side of playing this week. And I think that's another reason why they didn't play in this game, because it was such a short turnaround. So
Yeah.
they wanted to give
I get
them a
that.
little bit more rest. And then, like we were saying backstage, the Packers, they play on Monday. So after Thursday coming up, they play next Monday and then their bye week. So they have a lot of time off. They play one game after Thursday. They play one game in 23 days. So they have some time to get healthy.
You
But
think
dude,
those
I'm telling
guys
you
play
that
Thursday?
I think so. I think Watson asked, actually. Watson walked up and asked, am I going to be playing on Thursday? And they said, that's the plan, quote unquote.
Okay.
So we should see Christian Watson's debut. I want to shout out a Saints player, though, man. Alante Taylor. He's their third string corner. Dude, he was killing us, bro. He was locking down Dobbs. He was getting tackles for loss. He had a sack. He was making a lot of plays out there, bro. I was like, who is this guy? I had to look him up. I was like, dude. And then lastly, before we move away from this game, is Rashawn Gary with 3 sacks. He was just dominant, bro. Dominant all game long. Good to see him back healthy, doing his thing. But like you said, man, a win's a win. I'll take
Yep.
it.
There you go.
But speaking of a win's a win, a
This
big
was a
win.
close game. This was a close game.
Yeah, it was close for the first 10
Yeah.
minutes. And then
If
all
that.
hell broke loose.
Oof.
Before we get into this game, if you were watching week 2's recap with the Ace and I, his legit and ludicrous question was, are the Dolphins offense the best in the league? And we both said legit.
Mm-hmm. And
The
they said,
proof,
we're legit.
the proof was in the pudding. You know what I'm saying?
Oof.
The first time since 1966 that an NFL team scored 70 points in a game. Just killing them.
3 points away from tying the record, which the fans wanted. They should have just went for it. You know what I'm saying? They should have just went for the record. So not a good start for Russell Wilson and Sean Payton, to put up a 70 burger. But you know what the most surprising thing about this game was, right? Fantasy-wise, the Denver Broncos were only -6 in fantasy. I thought it would have been a hell of a lot more than that. Like, I thought they would have been like minus double digits or something. They gave up 70 points.
Oh, you're talking about their defense.
Yeah, their defense only -6.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, how?
Because I think after like 35, they don't deduct any more points for like letting people score.
Yeah.
I think that's why. Because I was looking at the same thing.
Yeah, but this game was nasty. Tua putting his hat in for early MVP candidate. You know what I'm saying? 4 touchdowns, no interceptions. Moister went off for me in fantasy, but A-Chain.
A-Chain.
A-Chain. He put in something to get his name pronounced correctly.
No, it's
after this game.
A-Chan. I'm
A-Chan,
sorry.
yeah. He said, A-Chan went off. Dude, 203, 2 touchdowns. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, they had no answers for this team at all. And it was a ass kicking, to say the least. Yep.
Beat down. Tyler says, I'm not an A-Chan hype train yet. I know he's supposed to be a great running back, but it's one game against a bad run defense, so I got to see more. I feel you, man. But to see that in his second NFL game, like, my gosh, bro. But, like, anybody could run. Like, even Chris Brooks came in there and started running on him, bro, and a 52-yarder. But here's a stat for you. I think, if I'm not mistaken, the Dolphins are the first team in NFL history with 350 yards passing, 350 yards rushing in a game. They are also the NFL record with 726 yards on offense and the fourth team in NFL history to put up 70 points in a game. And shout out to Ivani for sending me those stats right there, my little
There you go.
historian. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, it was I was in shock watching this game, bro. I was in shock.
Same. Yeah, because I'm calling a Jet game. Next to you know, like I'm like, yo, I'm getting my ass kicked in fantasy. I'm getting updates from people in the chat, like, yo, you just scored more points. I'm like, how? Like, it's already a rout, and they're just killing them. Like, they demolished them, and it wasn't even close.
I didn't even see like a press conference from Sean Payton afterwards. Like, I was looking, I was like, I want to see what this guy has to say, man. Like, your team got beat up, like beat down. You know, like
Yeah.
Mike White came in there and threw a touchdown on him, bro. Like,
Jets could have really used him this weekend.
oh yeah, yes they should. Yeah, Joe Namath was talking about that too on the Michael K show. He was saying some a lot of harsh words about Zach Wilson and the Jets as a whole organization. But man, shout out to the Dolphins. They look like one of the top teams in the league, Super Bowl contenders, you name it, bro. Without Waddle, they said no problem at all.
Yeah, and just when who was it? Me and Knight were talking about like, you know, Hill might not go off, you know what I'm saying? Because, multiple eyes on him, and then next thing you know, he puts up, 157 with a touchdown,
Yeah.
early too. Like, how are you gonna let that guy just run open on like the second play of the drive? Like,
yeah, I told you, bro. Hill's one
no
of those
defense.
matchup proof guys, man. Like, that dude can just do it no matter what happens. Robert says enough. They play the Broncos. Robert, they scored 70
Robert
points.
sounds like a hater.
They scored 70 points, Robert.
I'm sure Robert would love to have an
I
offense.
think he was just jealous he saw Mike White. I think that's what happened.
That's definitely what it was.
It's okay, Robert. I'm sorry, buddy. Let's move on. We got the Chargers beating the Vikings on the road 28-24. Another one I got wrong. I took the Vikings out. I'm done. I'm done taking the Vikings. They suck. They're trash. They're terrible. I don't care. Clip it, Vikings fans. You suck. You're frauds. You were frauds when you lost to the Giants in the playoffs last year, and you suck more now. Even the Vikings are going to trade Kirk Cousins conspiracies are rolling now. The whole fan base is turning on the team. There's a lot of Vikings fans out there saying this team is trash, all blah, blah, blah. You just won the NFC North last season with the same exact team almost, minus Dalvin Cook. Okay? So you're going to turn your backs now? Oh, funny how that goes. Now some of the Vikings fans are calling for Kevin O'Connell's head top. Wow. So you fall 0-3. Sorry, Ace. I got a little heated right there.
Nah, I know, it's NFC North. I know.
Yeah. I'm loving it. I'm loving it.
But what's crazy enough is Kirk Cousins didn't have a bad game. He actually had a good game, you know what I'm saying, overall, 367, 3 touchdowns. Did have an interception, but it's like, Justin Jefferson 149, Addison put it on 52, Hawkinson 78. It came down to one drive, and Kirk Cousins just couldn't make the play, and that's where he got his only interception. But Justin Herbert had a better game, and that's pretty much what it came down to. Keenan Allen killed it. You know what I'm saying? That was the reason why, So
yeah, man. Herbert 40 for 47, 405 yards and 3 touchdowns, man.
Yeah, you could tell they were passing.
Well, they had to. Like we were talking about, without Eckler, they don't trust Josh Kelly. I thought they were. He can't do nothing, man.
Nope.
So right now, their hopes for Eckler is he could be back this week, but I don't think so because I think their bye week is week 5, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. So if he doesn't play this week, then he gets that extra week of rest, and then he'll be back week 6. But man, Keenan Allen, like you said, 18 catches, 215 yards. Mike Williams, speedy recovery for him. He tears his ACL in this game. Tough news for them. I don't know if you saw the hit or not on Mike Williams, but it was one of those like Nick Chubb-esque gruesome wrap ups. Just getting hit low in that knee. He's had a tough career, man. Just a lot of
Yes.
injuries for Mike Williams. So I
And
hope
we
he
got
has a
asked.
speedy recovery.
We got asked by somebody if I should start Mike Williams. He still had a good game. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? But
yeah.
now,
It was
so I
it
forget
was
who it was. But,
Jonathan.
okay. So yeah, I mean, you got a good game from him, but now he's out. So drop him.
Yeah, you're gonna have to drop him, man. But yeah. Spence said Cousins is actually the highest scoring quarterback in fantasy football.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's normally how it works when you have to throw the majority of your time when you're trailing in games. So yeah, I mean, that's very misleading.
a lot of people are blaming Hawkinson. He had that fumble in this game. I mean, the Vikings, man. It's crazy to see them start 0-3. It really is.
Yeah. I'm
So
sure you have no
this
love lost though. Sure, you're just like,
no,
oh, poor Vikings.
yeah, because they were all crapping on the Packers.
Yeah.
They're all crapping on the Packers, saying, "Oh, they're going to be a terrible team, and it's going to be the Lions and Vikings division this year." Well, basically, you're cooked. You're 0-3.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what the stats are, but usually when you start 0-3, you're going to miss the playoffs.
Yeah. So let's bookmark this since Max is on a hate the NFC North. Let's go ahead and talk about that Bears game. Let's go right to that one. Then we'll backtrack.
Okay.
So Bears versus Chiefs.
Hold on, let me bring this up.
Another game where Max has no love lost. Justin Fields stinks. Like, I have to look. I was on record earlier in saying that, you know what I'm saying, the behind the teams, I think the Bears going to be much improved. But this team got embarrassed in front of a whole new fan base, Max. There are so many Taylor Swift fans that have never seen a football game. And their first impression is watching this Bears team. Holy shit. This team stinks. Justin Fields is trash. And they just got absolutely embarrassed in front of the Swifties.
Oh, man. Taylor Swift was out there screaming with Miss Kelsey in the suite in the press box, or, just screaming, "Let's fucking go!" Woo!
Yep.
Bro, this game was so bad, Ace. They took it off television. They took this game off the TVs.
Yep. So, Travis Kelsey jersey's up 400% though.
You see right there on the little screen. No, that's the Denver game. I don't know why they're showing that. But yeah, I mean, Travis Kelsey, he might have got the biggest catch of the season, my guy, with Taylor Swift. He's over there elevating his status.
Yep.
He gained 383,000 YouTube or Instagram subscribers.
Yep.
Or followers.
Like I said, a 400% jump in jersey sales, which he gets a piece of.
Oh my God.
The power of Taylor Swift is real. And, let's put it like this. With T Swift in the building, there was no way the Bears stood a chance.
Oh yeah.
They got to bear, like I said, they got to embarrass in front of a whole new fan base.
Hold on.
Fabian
I'm trying to bring it up.
What Fabian said?
No, like what you were just saying. Hold on.
Oh, what I sent you?
No. I'm on Twitter.
Oh,
Here.
okay.
This is how much his name elevated right there. Since Taylor Swift showed up to the Sunday's Chiefs-Bears game, man, 400% spike in Travis Kelsey jersey sales. Kelsey's podcast ranks #1 on Apple. Kelsey adds 383,000 Instagram followers, 24.3 million viewers watched. #1 game this week, by the way. #1 game. 63% jump in female viewers age 18 to 49. 3-time increase in Chiefs searches on the web. 3-time increase in Chiefs sales on StubHub. Go to SeatGeek next time and use promo code MaxCoverageTV. Chiefs sold more tickets in a single day since the start of the season. Look at that, Ace. Look at that. Look at this lady. That's what she does.
Fabian said she's mid.
That's what she does. It's T Swift, baby. Shake it off. Shake it off.
But yeah, this game got out of hand quickly, and the Bears didn't score into the fourth quarter. Justin Fields just looks like shit, and like I said, the Bears just embarrassed themselves. So you got two teams in the NFC North that are 0-3, And the winner of
Woo!
this Thursday night game is going to have themselves a big lead in the division.
Oh man, that's why it's such a big game, because not
It
only
is.
that, Ace, the Packers would go 2-0 in the NFC North
Mm.
to start the season.
Yep. So it's a big game because you don't want to. If you beat them, not only are you 2-0 division, you also have a game lead over them. So you virtually will probably have about a 3-game lead in your division.
Yeah. So Packers, get it done.
Get it done.
Get it done. And then you can rest up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You got plenty of time to rest
So
up.
one more thing about this game. So because Taylor Swift was in the building, you think they intentionally tried to get Travis Kelsey? Definitely made sure he got a touchdown.
Yeah. I mean, what I think his touchdown was that put him up 40-0, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he wasn't coming out this game until he got a touchdown.
By the way, Blaine Gabbert, don't go back in the game, please. Gosh. You're not Chad Henne.
Yeah, almost did worse than Justin Fields.
Yeah, oh, not that bad, but yeah, almost. Okay.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, Fields, man, I don't know. They don't have this team doesn't have an identity. This team is just lost in the sauce.
Yep.
They're out there floating around in the universe. They don't know what the hell's going on, man.
Yep. So
better look next year.
This was a fun one. This was a fun one, I say sarcastically, to call. The Patriots. The Patriots
you had a
made
fun
it.
Time.
Yeah, I did. The Patriots made it 15 in a row against Robert's New York Jets. Look, I said Justin Fields stinks. Zach Wilson sucks. Like, that whole draft, dude, is looking like it's just so mid, man. Like, I had this stat right here, right? Not the stat, but it's kind of just mentioning it, right? The 2021 draft class, outside of Trevor Lawrence, it was supposed to be a good draft. Sucks.
Yeah.
Zach Wilson sucks. Trey Lance, we don't know what we're going to get with him. He hasn't gotten a fair shot. Justin Fields sucks. Mac Jones is mid. Kyle Trask, who knows? Davis Mills sucks. You know what I'm saying? Like, that whole draft class stinks, and at the forefront of it is Zach Wilson. If he's not out there banging MILFs, he's just out there stinking it up on the field. They couldn't get anything going. Bill Belichick takes pride in, shutting down the Jets, and best believe that he did. And the frustration is starting to show in the sideline. You had Garrett Wilson, snapping. You had Michael Carter, out of all people, snapping. Like, who are you?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, sit your ass down. You're lucky to even have a job. He's snapping on the sideline. Zach Wilson is just taking it all. The Jets defense, 85 Bears, my ass. They suck. You know what I'm saying? Even they only gave up 15 points, but this was a ugly, rainy, run the football type game. But the Jets didn't get the memo. Ezekiel Elliott, 80 yards. Stevenson added another almost 60 right there. And yet, Dalvin Cook and Breece Hall, 18 apiece. Like, you can't put the ball in Zach's hands 36 times. 50% completion for Zach Wilson, 18 of 36. Terrible. 4.4 average, yards a throw, dude. 157. He stinks. Yeah. He is bad. And Robert said, but you can't say much about. I would take Daniel Jones on his worst day than Zach Wilson on his best day. Zach might be the worst quarterback in the league.
Yeah, no, he is. You can't defend Zach Wilson. The only guy defending him is Robert Saleh.
Yep.
I don't know if this guy watches with blinders on. I don't know. At this point, Robert Saleh might get fired.
Yep, it must be something about those Roberts. Something about those Roberts that deride Zach Wilson.
No, this Robert should take over and be the coach, because Robert Saleh. You can't just keep defending this guy.
Nah,
I get it. He's a part of your locker room. You don't want to turn your back on the guy. You're going to lose everybody else, though. You can't go out there and expect Sauce Gardner, Garrett Wilson, all these young cats out there. You can't go out there and say, oh, we have the best product on the field to win football games. You don't.
Nope.
You can't win with Zach Wilson. Now, they did sign somebody, hopefully, to save their season, Ace. You know who that was?
Trevor Siemian.
Trevor Siemian. Oh, my God. You're going to sign Trevor Siemian? Colt McCoy's out there.
Matt Ryan and Carson Wentz contacted the Jets.
Actually,
they didn't want him.
The Jets contacted Ryan, and Ryan said, nah, I'm good. I got CBS money now.
Yeah,
I'm
I wouldn't want to
chilling.
go. I wouldn't want to go out there behind that bad offensive line. But Zach Wilson just looks terrible. Like, dude, he's missing open guys. Even when he has time in the pocket, he is just guys are running open when they are running open, and he's just not looking at them. He has no progression at all. He is not an NFL quarterback. Not at all.
He's not. And you know what, Robert Saleh, my boy Ben with a 199, he's keeping up with the score. Raise up
Yep.
7-0 over the Red Sox. Destroy them. I hate the Red Sox. Beat them, Ben. Appreciate that dono, Ben. But Robert Saleh said Zach Wilson's a great man. He said he is somebody I wouldn't let my daughter marry. What? That's what you're saying about this guy?
Yeah, it's because you know, out of all the quarterbacks, he's the least likely to actually score. See what I
Robert,
did
he might go after your wife. What are you talking about? You're going to let him marry your daughter?
there? But yeah,
Oh,
I mean,
my Lord.
like I said, well, I got a question for you as far as when we get to legit or ludicrous about Mr. Zachariah Wilson. So
I can't wait.
oof.
Paul is asking us, hey, Max, Yankees playing Blue Jays. How come you're not calling the game? Season's over. They're eliminated.
And we got the recap show, baby. Pirates in the building says, you want to take this one, Max?
No, you got it. We'll do it. 3, 2, 1.
Cheer! Thank you to my guy Pirate. Appreciate you, my
Pirate,
guy.
Arg matey.
Yeah,
Thank you,
but
sir.
This game was just ugly, dude. It was so hard to call because it was just like you knew what the outcome was going to be from the jump, and it was just a slow burn of a game where I'm just like, yo, like get this over with. Like Zach Wilson just looks terrible. Bill Belichick just threw out whatever game plan, and they just continue their dominance over the Jets.
Yeah, I gotta ask you something though. I gotta find it on X, but I had to show you or ask you something about what happened with Daniel Jones though. I gotta find it, but I'll get to it. Let's go to the next game. We have the Bills. Oh my God. What else did we talk about last week in the recap show, Ace?
The Commanders are who we think they are.
Are the Commanders legit for being 2-0, or are they ludicrous for being 2-0?
Oof.
And we both said Luda.
That looked like a big Luda right there because they got
Oh
smacked.
my word.
You know, Josh Allen didn't even have that good of a game, and they got smacked. Like, 218, 1 touchdown, an interception. They got smacked. You know what I'm saying? Like, they just, they're terrible. They're not as good as advertised. Now, granted, they beat the Cardinals, who did have the upset of the week.
Yep.
But, they just, the Commanders are who we think they are. And this was a rude awakening for them. The Bills, this is a get-right game. You know what I'm saying? They have that one loss to the Jets, have no idea how. But, this is definitely a get-right game for them. And like you just highlighted, Sam Howell, terrible game, 4 interceptions, absolute dog shit.
9 sacks.
Sucks. Yeah.
9 sacks, bro. Oof. That Bills defense was just eating them alive, man.
Yep. So, like I said, good get-right game for Josh Allen and company.
It was 16-0 at one point, and then the Bills just turned it on in the fourth quarter and said, okay, let's go home. Let's stop playing with the food, and let's just get out of here.
Yep.
Leonard Floyd, 2 sacks. Terrell Bernard, 2 sacks. I mean, Jesus. These guys were flying around the field. Antonio Gibson fumbled.
Look at what Robert just said. Look at what Robert just said. Remember, haters, when the Jets turn it around, you better get on your knees, especially you, Ace. Robert, when?
No, we're not.
When is that going to turn around? Well, no. I'm not a Jet hater, but when is it going to turn? Yeah, I've been saying that for how long? The longest playoff list drought in American sports. Okay, you keep holding on to that, Robert.
Yeah.
That team was terrible. Not with Zach Wilson.
All, no one's hating on the Jets. We're just speaking facts. They're not a good team, man. Not without Aaron Rodgers.
Nope.
And especially not especially with Zach Wilson under center.
Yep.
Pirate with another 199. When the Cowboys lose, America wins.
That is true.
We are close to getting to that game.
Ooh, and I can't wait.
Ace,
where's French at?
I wanted to show you this. Hold on. I found it on X.
All right.
Can you explain your guy right here? What is he doing? Hold on. This is from Thursday night. What's this guy doing?
See, what he's doing is he's
He
surveying
looks
the.
shocked.
What he's doing is he's just wondering himself like, how the hell did I get in this situation? And
Oh my God.
yeah, let's just much like the Jets, he was out there seeing ghosts. You know what I'm saying? So
This man
it was
looked petrified out there.
it was a tough one. It was a tough one, but
Oh man.
still would rather
I,
have
s-
him than Zach Wilson.
I saw that and I was like, I gotta show Ace. I'm sure you probably saw it, but I was
Yeah, I
like,
saw it.
oh, that was hilarious.
See, what it was is there was a fly flying around. And he was just like
It
trying
looked
to,
like it.
yeah, man.
All right, let's go to the AFC South. One of the biggest upsets on the week, and right now on the poll, the Cowboys and the Dolphins are tied with 37%. Make sure you cast your votes on there and let us know what your biggest upset of the week is. The Jaguars laid an egg. They got beat down in this game, bro. CJ Stroud, 280 yards, 2 touchdowns. Remember, Ace, they were without majority of their secondary. Petrie, Stingley were out. That was 2 main guys. Perryman was out. I mean, you're playing with second string guys. What is up, Jags? You were down 17-0 in this game.
Ooh.
And then they let a guy named Andrew Beck, he's a fullback, run a kick return back for a touchdown. You have to be kidding me. I don't know. They're saying Press Taylor's calling the play. Doug, take him back. Why? Why is he calling the plays? The Jaguars look lost out there.
Yep. And
Now it's
0-2
still early.
at home. 0-2 at home is not a good look.
Oh
either.
yeah. Spence was in. God bless Spence's soul, man. He was out there back-to-back weeks burning up in the Jacksonville heat, man. Sweating, sad, head down, toweling around his head. Out there supporting his team because, like I said, there was only $13 to go to the game. But, man, I'm sorry, Spence. Your team is letting you down, my guy. I mean, Lawrence, sometimes he makes those throws that are like, okay, this guy can be somebody. Okay, right? Oh, Texas Repo Joe's in the house. He's a Texan fan. That Andrew Beck touchdown was phenomenal. He loved it. But my God, man, I have to watch all the Jags games. Half my friends are Jags fans, and they won't come over to watch football if I don't have a Jaguar game on. So I'm watching them, more in depth than most of the people are. What was I saying in the DraftKings section of this game, Ace?
Tank Dell.
Mr. Tank Dell, 5 catches, 145 yards, and a tutty. This dude was acting like Gervonta Tank Davis out there the way he was smacking him in the mouth, man. I mean, golly, it's tough. It's tough.
Yeah.
And now they got to turn around and head over across the pond and go to London. They're going to be there for 2 weeks, by the way. The Jaguars are taking a hiatus from America. They say we're going to be in London for the next 2 weeks. They had the Falcons.
They need to after this loss.
Yeah, they need to get away. Maybe that's what they need. Yep. A refresher. You know what I'm saying? And maybe they can stop playing Jamal Agnew because every time this guy plays, he fumbles every single game. By the way, Ace, still not packing out. Still not packing out the house.
Good game for CJ Stroud though. You know what I'm saying? 2 touchdowns.
Oh yeah.
280. You know what I'm saying? He's starting to look good. So good game for him.
Yeah, I mean, hey, like we were touching on, out of the rookies, Stroud is up there. He's looking like one of the best so far.
Yep.
Spence is saying, not putting this on Trevor. No one can catch the ball, and the O-line is putrid. That is true though. I mean, the O-line didn't give up a sack though. They kept them well snug in the rug, but there was a lot of drops, like he was saying. Yeah. Stroud looked great on Sunday. Yeah, he did, man. Yep. Looks like the Texans found their franchise quarterback.
Yep. But like you said, this was just a terrible loss for the Jaguars. Probably, in my opinion, the second biggest upset.
Yeah, man. Jonathan's shout out to Tank Dell. he was in the chat. he was like, "Who?" And I was like, "Okay, we'll see." He's been killing it, bro. But Jaguars need to get it together, man. We'll show the standings before we touch on legit and ludicrous, because we got to update everybody where everybody is standing. Because now the Indianapolis Colts, Ace, are your first place team in the AFC South with an upset on the Baltimore Ravens. I know I wasn't on the poll because I can only do 4 options, everybody. But Gardner Minshew Mania, walked in there, got beat up. He got beat up quite a few times out there, but he got the job done, man.
Yep.
Zach Moss, 30 carries. He put on the backpack. He said, "I got y'all." 122 yards, man. Jonathan Taylor, who?
Yeah, he went off and then added 23 and a touchdown through the air. So yeah, he had himself a good game, to the point where some of the Colts fans have reached out to me from the behind the teams and like, "Oh, see, I told you." Like,
oh, here we go.
Okay, like they could have lost this game. They could have and should have lost this game. Lamar Jackson did not have a good game at all. 202, no stats.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But
on the
ground,
you
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. I know what's his name? So I know Kanide was a little bit upset that he went off on you get more points on a rushing touchdown, you know what I'm saying? So he was kind of like mixed about it. Yep.
That was like 22 points right there?
Yep.
Fantasy was.
Yeah, so that was a tough game right there. But yeah, this should have been an easy one for Baltimore. Like we said, there was a lot of upsets this weekend. Like I told you on that bet that I took all the powerhouses, and a lot of them let us down. And this was one of them.
Mm-hmm. And man, shout out to Kyle Hamilton, the second year safety out of Notre Dame, 3 sacks on the night.
Mm-hmm.
And then I want to shout out to one more guy. Let's scroll all the way down. Let's get some kickers some love in the house, man. Mr. Matt. Hey.
There we go.
5 for 5. Dude, he was balling out there, man. Mm-hmm. He was making this guy look average. I'm talking about Justin Tucker.
Yep.
Have yourself a day, Matt Gay. My Lord, he won the game for his kicking overtime. You know, we got to show some kickers some love. You know what I'm saying? Good job, Matt. Keep on kicking.
Pirate with another $1.99 dono.
Oh,
appreciate
okay.
that.
Appreciate you, Pirate. You have to tell Max my beekeeping story. What is that? Yeah, what happened with the story? Yeah, what's up with that, Ace? You can tell me off there.
Yeah, no, I told you. Yeah,
I know. So he already told me, Pirate.
Get that exclusive honey from Pirate. You know,
Honey got the best pirate in the nation. Arg, matey. Week of the upsets. Don't recall a week with this many upsets in a while. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Ravens and Lamar are frauds. Fabian thinks the whole NFL is a fraud after this week.
Yeah. So Robert's little butt hurt in the chat. I see you, Robert.
Keep on laughing, Ace. I think Robert's actually mad at you right now, bro.
Yeah, I think he is.
Robert, do you want to call in? I'll send you the link.
Oh, poor Jet fans.
Hey, Robert, you know you're always welcome to call into the show. You know what I'm saying?
Poor Jet fans. No Aaron Rodgers.
Speaking of poor, well, I don't know, but in this game, poor me, because this is my upset of the week, and they almost did it.
Your cousin didn't do too bad, bro. He, not bad for his first game in a while.
Yeah, let's show. Look at that guy. Look at that stud right there, man.
Look, since you guys are close to each other, take the hat off, man. Uh-oh, who's who? I can't tell. You got Andy Dalton and Andy Dalton with glasses right there. You can't really tell.
Come on, man. You see the resemblance? I got the hair now. You know what I'm saying? I'm letting the hair grow out a little bit. You know what I'm saying? People were making fun of me, like, "Yo, Max, what's up with your hair?" And I'm like, I'm growing it out a little bit, bro. I'm letting it flap in the wind. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, Andy Dalton, he pulled out. He did all he could.
He did his thing.
The Carolina Panthers just stink. That's like I was saying, man. They don't have any run game. Miles Sanders sucks. I mean,
Thielen had a
who
game,
else? Though. Thielen balled the crap out. My God, DJ Chark. I mean, the passing game for the Panthers did their job, but Defense couldn't stop him. Kenneth Walker, your call out, your shout out.
Ben.
What do you say?
You can never trust a ginger.
Come on, Ben. That's not true. We're the most trustworthy people in the building, brother.
But yeah, Kenneth Walker, man, like I say, he's good. He's solid. You know what I'm saying? Geno Smith, an okay type game. You know what I'm saying? But it was more than enough to get it done against a Bryce Youngless Carolina Panthers team. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully he doesn't miss too much time. But this was a good win for Seattle. Tough place to play. You know, the Panthers fall down to 0-3, and the Seahawks 2-1, getting ready to take on the Giants on Monday Night Football.
I want to show you this clip, Rick. Speaking of Geno, I want to show this clip of Geno Smith. And hats off to him. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
So this is what Geno was talking to JSN during the game.
Hey, I need you. I need you in the second half. I need you locked in. Hey, look, whatever happened, it's on me. It ain't never on you. And you got to get the ball, so I got to find you, all right? But I need you to give me your best this second half, all right? Come on. Come on, Lock. Come on. Oh, hey, let's go. Let's go. You the best. You the best. Let's go. Come on.
I like that.
That's good leadership.
I like
right there,
that.
you know.
Yeah.
Good leadership from a guy that's been around, you know, the league for a while. About time he's finally getting some love. So, you know, shout out to Geno Smith.
Yeah, man. I know he's had a little bit of stint with y'all, right? Back in the day.
Small, very small. You know, he had the problems with the Jets where he got punched in the mouth. You know what I'm saying? Like Jet fans are getting punched in the mouth now. And broke his jaw and stuff like that. So yeah, but you know, good. It looks like he's found the home. You know what I'm saying? Good job by him. Good shit.
Yeah, when I saw that, I was like, I got to share that on the stream, man. Shout out to the 12s. They showed out. They packed out the house. You know what I'm saying? Good win by the Seahawks. I doubted them, and this was actually a fun game to watch, man. High scoring.
Oh, you did pick the Panthers. That's right.
I did. That's what I was saying. I was a little hurt, man, because they were at one point. I was looking at Knipe like, "What up, motherfucker?" You know what I'm saying? But then
after
the Seahawks, the Seahawks started rolling. You know what I'm saying? Just made me look dumb like always. I'm 0-3 in my upset of the week, by the way, guys. So if you want to make a parlay, go against me in my upsets of the week. I promise. I'm gonna get it one day.
Yep.
I'm gonna get it one day.
So
speaking of not getting it Sunday, the Dallas Cowboys, Ace.
Where's Frenchie when you need him? Where's French at?
He hides. He changes the profile picture to the crying Jordan face and everything on Facebook. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So you were there with French before we get into this game. Let me know what the mood was like in your spot on Sunday.
Just quiet. Laser focused by him. But of course he was upset. There he is. Just rubbing his hands like Birdman. You know what I'm saying? Just in shock. In pure shock. I don't even know what to say, man.
Yeah, I'm sure a lot of people were shocked. You know who wasn't shocked?
This
guy. That's right. What did I say? You're not going to be able to see my face because I was on just audio. But I said going into this game that the Cardinals would shock the world. Coming off, hey, think about this for a second, Max. This isn't even about the Cowboys, right? The Cardinals could be 3-0 if they had a tough game against the Commanders. They probably should have beat the Giants, and then they won against the Cowboys. So for a team that's tanking, I don't think they've got the memo that they're tanking. I think they're going out there playing hard. James Conner is having a great game. Joshua Dobbs is doing just enough to get it done.
Yep.
But, you know, this game, it really wasn't close. It really wasn't close. Only a 12-point difference. You know what I'm saying? The Cowboys came in as the biggest, the biggest spread in a long time. And they ended up being on the opposite end of that. As the Cardinals just said, this is our house. Dak Prescott is mid as fuck. Throws a game-ending, pretty much a losing touchdown in a triple coverage at the end of the game. Tony Pollard went off. Yeah, Tony Pollard's good. But I'm gonna have a question for you in the legit or ludicrous when it comes to the Cowboys. But they just look terrible. And good job by the Arizona Cardinals and upset of the week. And
You
the
called it.
Cowboys are who we thought they are.
So, hey, future reference for everybody. Go with Ace's upsets. Don't go with mine. I want to say this about Josh Dobbs, though. I'm going to share another clip from X. I still don't like
Well, before
saying
you get into that, somebody said Josh Dobbs looks like the robot from iRobot.
Oh, my God.
They said that's who the Cowboys got beat by. I was like, oh, man.
It's that Jonathan Gannon speech that keeps the Cardinals inspired. Who drove here? You have that fire in your gut? Yeah, heck yeah, you're right. But Cardinals, even though you had a good win, this is disrespectful.
Yo, Josh Dobbs here. All right, I'm in the team store for the Cardinals, trying to get a jersey for my fam. Check this out.
This man trying to
So
get a
I
jersey.
walk over here to get a jersey made.
Screen
Boom.
doesn't even work.
Adult. Then I go large. Next. Then I go select from roster.
$150 for a Cardinals jersey?
Next.
Ooh.
And guess what? Your boy
Where's Josh Dobbs?
is nowhere to be found.
You got to get that custom Dobbs jersey.
Wow.
Like, yo, I know I just got here, but at least, come on, we can at least have the custom jersey ready for me. Help your boy out. Yo, Josh Dobbs here. All right, I'm in the team store for the Cardinals.
Got to get that customized jersey, though,
Disrespectful, man. The guy just won you a big ball game. He don't have his jersey for sale. I mean, my Lord, have mercy. We got another $1.99 dono from the Pirate Egg. Yankees, Jays, scoreless in the 6th. Wow. So we're still calling the game, basically. It's just scoreless.
Pretty much. So
thanks, Pirate.
But like I said, good outing by the Cardinals. A big upset, and Cowboy fans are shocked. I don't think we're going to be seeing the French dance this week. So,
oh yeah, we'll see. We'll see if he shows up. Like I said, everybody, Saturday night, 9 p.m. We're doing 9 p.m. Ace because Knipe has to get off work. The morning show is Saturday night because the London games start. So there's a game on at 9:30. I want to watch it. So Saturday night we'll be doing the morning show for the next 3 weeks. So let's go to Sunday Night Football. Steelers beating the Raiders. Raiders. What's left to say about this team? I said they stink. I mean, Jimmy Garoppolo, 3 picks, got sacked 4 times, and then I think he left with a concussion, if I'm not mistaken. Can I pick the Raiders to win? He said Kenny Pickett stinks. Oh, well, I mean, shut him up a little bit, didn't he?
Yeah.
He went out there. And
Devontae Adams balled out, though. 13
yeah, he
for
did.
172.
2 touchdowns. I mean, Josh Jacobs still looking to find something going for him, but Raiders, they were down at 23-7 at one point. They came back late. What happened? Were you watching this game? Because I was passed out by the end of the game, but I think the Raiders elected to kick a field goal instead of going for the touchdown because they were down 8.
Yeah, to beat the spread.
Yeah, but like they could have went down there and scored a touchdown and went for 2, but Josh McDaniels.
Yeah. Also, what they did was they ate up more time as well. You know what I'm saying? Because instead of electing for the field goal earlier in the drive, they ended up just wasting more time. But it's just this game overall was kind of boring, a little bit boring to watch. Good win by the Steelers though. Kenny Pickett, he did okay. He did his thing. I'm saying 2 touchdowns. The yards weren't anything super crazy. Him and Pinkins are getting that connection. Pinkins is 4 for 75.
Yep.
But overall, it was a solid game for the Pittsburgh Steelers. I know there's a lot of Steelers fans out there that are happy with the win, and it's a pretty solid win.
Yeah, I mean, they had a tough loss week 1, but back-to-back games with a dub. So stop putting this. I will say this, Ace. Stop putting the Steelers on prime time. I'm sorry.
And the Bears too. Stop putting the Bears and the Broncos on prime time too.
You know what this Sunday night football game is?
What's that?
Without looking it up. Guess.
Uh,
Without looking it up.
Steelers and Bears.
It's
Nah,
the Bears. No, it's the
Bears and the Broncos,
Jets
right?
and the Chiefs.
Oh yeah. Oh, it is that. That's right. Oh yeah.
Oh
Forgot
my
about that.
lord.
But see, and let's be
Jeez.
fair, and this is me being fair, since Robert says I'm a Jet hater. They kind of expected Aaron Rodgers to be there.
I know.
So, if we're gonna be fair,
And I think this is the last week until they can start flexing games, because I'm like, they would have definitely flexed that game out. They're gonna flex out all the Jets primetime games, bro.
pretty much as they should.
Quickly touching on Monday night. This game, we were both calling this game. It was pretty much a beat down. The Bucks stink, Ben. The Bucks are who we thought they were. The Bucks are just not a good team. The Bucks couldn't stop the Eagles at all. The Bucks could barely score. The Bucks could barely get past the 50-yard line.
Max sounds like a Bucks hater.
No. If Ben was over here just beating my head in because the Bucks were 2-0, riding on that high horse that, you know what I'm saying? And then guess what? Here comes the big bad Philadelphia Eagle team. And they fly their wings, they flap them into Raymond James Stadium, and then they just crap all over that field. It was a rainy night. Nothing was going right. And when it rains, it pours in Tampa Bay.
Yep.
Jalen Hurts didn't look too crazy. I mean, he threw 2 picks. One of them was like a miscommunication with Devontae Smith, if I'm not mistaken. Smith went in for a slant route. It was supposed to be just stop and just plant your feet, a curl route or something like that. Got picked off. And then, what's this guy's name? The safety or corner from the Bucks, man. Delaney had a crazy pick.
Yep.
Like, he flew in from out of nowhere and picked it off, got 2 feet in. Good. That was a great pick by them.
They actually could have had more. Dean dropped like two interceptions.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So not a good game for Jalen Hurts. I keep telling people, pump the brakes on Jalen Hurts. You know what I'm saying? And he has not impressed. His numbers are, here we go. If I was to tell you, I actually have this saved. Where is it? Okay, so Jalen Hurts, 67.7 completion percentage, 640 yards, 3 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, 84.5 rating. This quarterback that he's going up against, even though it's only 3 games, has 64.8 completion percentage, 748 yards, 5 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, and 87.7 rating. Which quarterback? Jalen Hurts with those numbers is considered top 5, but this other quarterback's considered a bust. Take a guess.
I'm going to go with Daniel Jones.
Nope, not Daniel Jones, but
Hold
it is a
on,
Jones.
one more guess.
Oh, I already said it.
It's
Mac Jones.
Wow.
So Mac Jones, with a lot of better stats than Jalen Hurts, is not considered a top QB, but Hurts is. So
yep. I mean, I still think Hurts is a great player, but he has a new offensive coordinator, Brian Johnson. If you watch this Eagles team, this is their playbook: halfback draw, halfback draw, halfback draw. They run the ball.
Their
offensive.
They love that
the QB sneak. Yep. I will say this: shout out to the offensive line for the Eagles. They have a great offensive line.
Yep.
DeAndre Swift looks great, but not a lot of people can read between the X's and O's. Look at where he's running through.
Yep.
It parts like the Red Sea.
Yep.
His explosiveness, of course, is, benefit from how great the offensive line is blocking for him. Man, he's looked great. Brian Johnson, they love running the ball. 40 times they rushed compared to 30. I mean, it's still balanced, but the good job by the Eagles, because the Tampa Bay Bucks run defense is always good.
Yeah.
But they were just destroying them, bro.
Yeah. And I'm sure you could agree to this because you were calling the game as well. DeAndre Swift with a quiet 130. Like, I actually had to look on the scoreboard, and I'm like, DeAndre Swift, I'm like, holy shit, he's at 130?
Yeah,
like,
man.
It was very quiet,
Yep.
Like, nothing, was completely overwhelming. A.J. Brown, 130, he did drop a touchdown that I know a lot of people in fantasy want, not fantasy, but betting needed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but, I think this is more about the Buccaneers stink and not, like we said, legit or ludicrous. Did you say they were a legit or ludicrous 2-0?
Ludicrous.
Oh, yeah. They showed up today. You know what I'm saying? To all the people that were like, Max, don't stop betting against the Buccaneers. Max was
Yeah.
right on this one.
I know a couple of things about football, man. Mike Evans had like 3 drops as well, but he had that late touchdown. But yeah, I mean, Eagles are just a good team. One of the last 3 teams undefeated. And then last Monday Night Football game, we had the Rams losing a close one to the Bengals. I'm glad I did not call this game because after
Snooze
watching the
fest.
highlights, oh my gosh, it was just ugly football. Ugly football all over the place. Stafford, 2 picks. They couldn't get the run game going. Tutu Atwell had that one carry that got called back. That was a touchdown. He got robbed. And if that didn't happen, the Rams would have won the game. But that's the good old referees for you.
Yep.
Always
Jamar
got to
Chase
put
had a good
their
game.
Oh yeah.
So,
Referees always got to
besides
put
that-
their mark on it, man.
Yeah, besides that, this was a shitty game. A lot of tip passes from Matt Stafford that led to two picks. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? It was just a boring game that I'm sure a lot of people either went to sleep because it was on so late or just turned it off. But, you know, the Bengals, congratulations to them for finally getting their first win of the season. You don't want to go 0-3, so congratulations.
Yeah. T. Higgins did get hurt in this game. Don't think it's too serious though, so that's good news for them. But yeah, I mean, another
He didn't
game.
look right either. He didn't look right. Like he dropped like 2 passes. He did not look good.
Yeah. So I had a couple of buddies on Twitter like, yo, I need 25 yards from T. Higgins. Can he get there? He ended up with 21. So I think they lost their fantasy matchup with that. But let's give a little quick standing update before we head to the legit or ludicrous. So here's division by division. Right now, the Dolphins 3-0. Like I said, it's the Eagles, the Dolphins, and who was the last undefeated team? Eagles, Dolphins, and the Niners are the last 3 undefeated teams in the league. Bills, Patriots, you got the Steelers, Ravens, and Browns. Pretty locked right there in the AFC North. That's going to be a good division, man, all season long. Like I said, Colts in first place of the AFC South. Chiefs doing what they do. They still keep on winning. They still are first place in the AFC West. Eagles are right now ahead of your division, 3-0, while the Giants are in the cellar. Oh, no. My Packers on. I know. I was just saying. No, I'm reading. No, I'm just reading it. As my Packers are on the TOP, looking down. Hey ho! Hey ho! You got the Falcons, Saints, and Bucks all 2-1, and the Panthers are just like, oh no. And then you got the Niners, the Seattle Seahawks, Rams, and Cardinals. So that's the updated line or the updated standings right now in the league. If your team is in first, congratulations. If your team is not, hey, still got a long way to go. Still got a long way to go.
Yep. Jacob says, Max, what happened to my Steelers?
Hey, I picked y'all to win. I picked y'all to win, Jacob. They did it. They did good. They did good. Still a boring team to watch. I'll say that. I'm sorry. Like,
Kenny Pickett is kind of boring. It's just
like the Steelers are boring to watch. Like, they get the job done, they win, but it's one of those like not sexy wins. You know what I'm saying? They just go out there, they stop the opposing team, and they just end up winning.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, Fabian. Packer whack. Come on, man. Just wait. Just wait.
All right. So we got another segment of the weekly edition of Legit or Ludicrous where I ask Max a question. He's going to tell me if it's legit or if it's ludicrous. Feel free to comment down in the comment section. The first one is, are the Dolphins the team to beat, legit or ludicrous?
So you're saying they're like the best team in the league right now?
Yes. Are they the team to beat, legit or ludicrous?
I say ludicrous because I think the team to beat are the San Francisco 49ers right now. Because I know like we said, I think we both think the offense for the Dolphins are the best in the league. But the Niners defense is stout. Brock Purdy has never lost in the regular season. The only loss that he's had was that NFC Championship game where he left early from that UCL injury. So that's, an L because he started the game. But, bro, that team just looks – it's like a well-oiled machine, bro. Like McCaffrey, Brock Purdy, he doesn't really have to throw the ball like that far, even though he had a great throw with Debo. But a lot of dump-offs, a lot of check downs. But, man, they just know how to win. I think they're the best well-oiled machine right now. Overall team, I think the Niners are the team to beat.
Okay, it's close, but I'm going to say it's a little ludicrous as well. You know what I'm saying? That's not taking away anything from the Dolphins, though. They put up a stat that says, that showed Tua's stats being on par to what he had last year before he got injured. I think Tua has proven himself a good quarterback. And they're going to go as far as he takes them. But they got a good team. You know what I'm saying? They have themselves a great team.
Robert saying Luda. The Bills will go fishing next week.
All right. Speaking of Robert, the second question is Zach Wilson a bust? Legit or ludicrous?
Oh, this shouldn't even be a question. That's legit. Too legit to quit, baby. I mean, Zach Wilson, he's one of the worst quarterbacks I've seen in a long time. It's not just me. Statistically, his stats are showing it. Like, he's just, I don't know what's going on. Is it coaching? Can he not learn? Can he not develop? Even though everyone's like, oh, well, he learned with Aaron Rodgers. It was one-off season. This dude won't learn how to play football again. I mean, dude, honestly, bro, I don't even know he can back up a guy. I really don't. Like, if you say there's 63 other quarterbacks in the league that are better than him, I would agree with you. Like, I don't know, bro. It's crazy. And it's mind-blowing that they keep throwing the guy out there week in, week out, and they don't see this with themselves. Yeah, and like Robert said, Salah's not budging.
Yep.
Like, Salah is rolling with his guy. But you bro, if I'm Woody Johnson, if I'm Joe Douglas, and I'm looking at this team, they're still 1-2. It's still early. They can turn things around. You can't just go out there and say, keep throwing out Zach Wilson. You can't. It's legit. He is one of the biggest busts in NFL history. I wouldn't go as far as Jamarcus Russell or Ryan Leaf, but
I don't know. Especially
I think he's up there.
Especially considering where he was drafted, number 2 overall. Like, that's what people you have to take that in consideration. Like,
well, same with Ryan Leaf.
Yeah.
And same with Jamarcus. He was number 1, and he got a fully guaranteed contract with the Raiders.
Yep.
I think it was like $70 million. That's before they put a little threshold for the rookie quarterbacks.
Yep.
Because he was such a bust that, the league had to fix that whole contract situation.
Yep. Just think, the New York Jets in 2020 won that one extra game that screwed them out of Trevor Lawrence, and they ended up with Zach Wilson.
Yeah,
and are forever fucked. That team is they're Zach Wilson's a bust. Worst quarterback in the league easily. It's not even close. He just looks totally lost out there. Doesn't like he knows how to play quarterback, so it's a legit bust.
Yeah. Robert, I am one pissed off Jets fan out of thousands.
Yeah.
Hey, Robert, I feel you, man. And I feel bad for the Jets fans, man.
Yep.
Because I couldn't imagine being a fan of a team that's just so, like, blinded. Just, like, I mean, we kind of are with Brian Cashman, with the Yankees.
Oh, we're there. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's kind of like in that area.
Yeah.
Josh Donaldson, he's the worst player on the team by far. Cut him. Take him off this team. That's what the Jets need to do with Zach Wilson, man. I'm telling you. And Joe Namath went out there, just threw all the salt in the wound. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy. If Joe Namath is over there saying that kind of stuff about the Jets, bro, he was calling for everybody's head. He was saying Saleh should be fired. It starts with the top to the bottom. Like, he was, throwing Joe Douglas out there. I mean, it's bad, man. It's bad.
Yeah. Karma's a bitch. Jet fans spent all off season talking shit, and now they got to suffer through it. So sucks for them. All right. Legit or ludicrous? The Jags are not as good as we thought they are. Legit or ludicrous?
Oh, man. I want to say ludicrous for now, because I think when they get Cam Robinson back, it'll help out that offensive line a lot, because he was suspended for PEDs. When he comes back, it will help out that offensive line. I think what needs to happen is Doug Peterson needs to take back the play calling for the Jags, because he was calling the plays last season. And then, Peterson was saying, oh, well, Press Taylor was calling the plays in second half of the whole season. I don't believe that, bro. I don't believe that. I'm sorry. I might be wrong. I might be completely wrong about it. But you got to think about Trevor Lawrence. You have so many different guys calling plays under his, tenure with the Jaguars. You can't switch up. If you want to have a legit franchise quarterback, you can't be doing stuff like that. Have the guy learn from what was successful last season. Doug Peterson. Why take the play calling away? So if the Jaguars can do that, get Cam Robinson back on the offensive line, I'm sure they need to have a little in-team meeting, because there's too many drop passes out there. They have weapons, bro. They have weapons all over the field.
And a franchise quarterback.
So I say it's ludicrous for now, because it's only week 3. And, a lot of people start panicking early.
Yeah.
It's just like baseball. It's a long season. Long season. So I'll say ludicrous for now.
0-3 in football is very comparable to a long losing streak in baseball. I mean, they could be 0-3. They're 1-2, but if they didn't have their dominance over the Colts like they always do, they could be 0-3. Like Spence says, he would say it's legit because they can get a lot better. They have beat themselves against Kansas City and the Texans. Yeah, against Kansas City, they couldn't take advantage of 3+ turnovers. Against the Texans, they just couldn't take advantage of a rebuilding team. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people think it's legit.
What do you say?
See, I'm in the same boat as you. I want to give them the benefit of the doubt because they've done it before. And let's be honest, they are in a weak division. I don't think the Colts are as good as their 2-1. I do think the Texans are rebuilding. The Tennessee Titans look like they fell off the face of the earth. So I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt. But, they could probably win the division. If they're going to play like they're playing now, they'll probably win the division at like 9-8. You know what I'm saying? Something like that, unless they just completely flip the switch. So as of right now, I'm going to say it's ludicrous, but it's leaning towards the legit.
I would also add this before we move on to the next one. The Jaguars lost last year to the Texans.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it stings because you want them to beat the teams that, you circle on the schedule. Like, this needs to be a for sure win. This needs to be a for sure win. But the Jags started slow as hell last year, 3-7, and they came back and won the division. That's why I say it's ludicrous for now. And I keep telling Spence is over there. He's always texting me about the Jags, and I'm like, calm down, buddy. It's still early. There's still a lot of football to be played, and I think if they can come out this week, they always play good in London. They can come out this week and beat the Falcons. It'll kind of soothe everything over, but then they have the Bills right after that, so we'll see how good they are.
Oof. They better beat the Falcons. That's a must-win.
I know.
So, all right, so I got 3 more. All right, so last year, the Dallas Cowboys were number 1 in red zone offense. This year, they're bottom 5. So my question to you is, do the Cowboys miss Zeke, legit or ludicrous?
No. I think it's ludicrous. You know who I think they miss?
Who?
Kellen Moore.
The offensive play
I
caller,
think
the
because
OC.
Remember, who's calling the plays now for them? Mike McCarthy.
Mm.
And I'm a Packer fan. So I'm telling you from past memories. I remember when the Packers struggled in the red zone. I remember when Aaron Rodgers would get frustrated at Mike McCarthy and look at the sidelines and kind of like, what are you doing? So this is what Mike McCarthy does. You know what I'm saying? I think Kellen Moore being gone, even though week 1 and 2, the Cowboys look great. They did phenomenal. But yeah, I think Moore being gone and McCarthy calling the plays, is the reason, not Zeke being gone, because we've seen Pollard, man. He's looked the part. He's looked great. So I think it's ludicrous that the Cowboys miss Zeke.
Okay. Will Zeke eat against the Cowboys?
Oh yeah,
He's going against them this week. Feed
oh,
Zeke.
revenge game. Woo! Hey,
There's been a lot of revenge games this year.
that's gonna be a fun one to watch.
Yep.
So that's gonna be a good game too, because the Patriots and Bill Belichick, they'll be ready. But
oh yeah, and we'll see. So
what do you think?
I think Mac Jones had the Patriots. They're 1-2, but they've played 3 tough games. Like, I think Zeke will eat. You know what I'm saying? He's going to be motivated to, they're going to feed Zeke, and Bill Belichick knows what time it is. So I think Zeke will eat this week. So
do you think the Cowboys miss Zeke though? Or
I think in ways they do, because this is the thing. I agree with what you're saying as far as Kellen Moore, right? But Tony Pollard was a great change of pace back. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's had good games this year. But to have that workhorse in Zeke, and then, Pollard's obviously, it's just math that his yards per carry and the tempo are going to be lower, you know what I'm saying? Because he's getting more. But Zeke was that guy that you can put in the red zone, you know what I'm saying, and pound the rock. So I do think they miss him a little bit, but I do agree with what you're saying. I think they miss Kellen Moore more, but I do think that they miss Zeke.
Okay.
So, all right, 2 more, and they're both in the NFC North.
Oh, here we go.
The Bears will finish with back-to-back worst record, number 1 overall pick. Legit or ludicrous?
I want to say legit, man. I'm not even saying this because I'm a Packer fan or nothing like that, but I'm no longer thinking that the Cardinals are the worst team in the league.
No, because they played 3 great games.
After seeing them actually compete in every single game, they might not be as bad as we all anticipated. And right now, I think the 2 worst teams in the league are going against each other this Sunday, in the Bears and Broncos. That's gonna be one of the. Imagine, just wait for the pick'ems for that one, Ace. How hard is that game gonna be hard to pick, bro? The Bears or the Broncos? But I think it's legit, man. The Bears have a lot of internal problems going on in that organization. Fields, we talked about it, man. He's throwing the coaching under the bus. It's never a good look. Even though he backpedaled and said, "No, I wasn't throwing the coaching." You did. You literally said coaching. So there's a lot of problems behind the scenes in that organization, and that same with the Broncos. So I think those 2 might be your worst teams in the league. So I say legit, the Bears could be the number 1 overall pick again. And I already have Bears buddies texting me saying, tank for Williams, Caleb Williams. I'm like, damn, y'all giving up on Fields?
Yeah, I think it's legit. Might as well, and then you might as well just get what you can get from Justin Fields. You might as well just
try to.
You're not going to get much. Yeah, try to trade him. Do like they did with the Jets did with Sam Darnold. Just trade him. Might as well just get what you can get. There's a team out there that will take him.
Yeah,
you can't tell me the Jets wouldn't take him right now over Zach Wilson.
Yeah, you know what sucks though? They probably won't get a lot from him.
No, you won't. You won't get a good return, but you're gonna know that going in. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
they'll take him over. Like I said, Zach Wilson. Who else? If you think that he can, you can't tell. You don't think Sean Payton would take him and have him sit behind Russell Wilson for like a year and just learn?
No, I don't think the Broncos will do it, because they might just go ahead and draft like Drake May or somebody, in the draft, like Penix from Washington. He's looked really good. There's a lot of good quarterbacks coming out of this draft, man.
A team that could use him too. Tennessee has no idea what they're fucking doing.
Yeah.
With Ryan Tannehill, it's like, we'll see what happens. So, all right, one more. Legit or ludicrous? The Packers will win the NFC North.
I think it's legit, man. I think it's legit. No, because listen, when I made my pick, my schedule breakdown, I said the Lions are going to win the division
this week. Okay. Oh, okay.
Well, no, not this week. I had the Packers winning this week, but I had the Lions winning the division. But seeing how bad the Vikings and Bears are, it's a two-team race in this division. And like I was telling you, the Packers' remaining schedule, they have a combined opponent record of 14-28. They have one of the easiest schedules to finish off the season. They still have 2 more against the Vikings. They still have 1 more against the Bears. Listen, the way Jordan Love has been playing, and granted, no Aaron Jones for 2 games, no Watson for 3. Bakhtiari, he's probably going to miss this game as well. He's been out for 3 games now if he misses Thursday. Elgin Jenkins, our other offensive lineman, the guard, he's out. We have a lot of pieces out. Jair Alexander missed this past weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Once we get a fully healthy Packer team, it's going to be a good one. It's going to be a good one, man. But we desperately need Jones.
Yeah.
And I think it's legit, bro. I think we can win the NFC North. And we're going to laugh to the break.
Fabian says
Fabian,
super ludicrous and ludicrous to the max.
And then Robert. Okay.
It's the Lions. It's
We'll
going to be
see.
a tough one. I think they got a good shot. I still don't think the Vikings are as bad as their 0-3. I still don't think they are. At some point, they have too many weapons with Justin Jefferson, Hawkinson, and, you know what I'm saying, and Addison. But we're gonna see. It's really gonna depend on Thursday night, which Max will be calling. I'll be calling as well. It should be a good game, and this is gonna be the biggest game of Jordan Love's young career.
It is.
Is he gonna be up for the task against a division rival with the same record to try to jump on him early? Now, granted, you'll get to play him later in the season, but now's the time to kind of assert your dominance and stuff like that. So, will the Packers win? Will the Packers win the NFC North? I'm gonna say legit. And Jordan Love might follow in the footsteps of Aaron Rodgers and lose to the 49ers in the NFC Championship game.
I've already talked to Knipe about that. I was like, yeah, you're going to beat us in the playoffs. Oh, well. Now, if he can beat the Niners in the playoffs, then that's when we might have a guy.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like you say, man, we need to make sure we win this division game. It's at home. We got to win those home division games, bro. We got to win it. And next time we see them are on Thanksgiving. And I already told you, I think we're going to take the L, and it's going to ruin my Thanksgiving. So please win. Please win on Thursday.
Yeah.
We have a legit or ludicrous from Jonathan. Aaron Donald will get traded this year. Legit or ludicrous?
Aaron Donald?
Yeah.
Will get traded this year? Because I'm wondering, because the A and the S are right next to each other on the keyboard. Did he mean Sam Darnold or Aaron Donald?
I think he means Aaron. I think he means Aaron
Donald. I don't think so. I don't think so. I think this could be his last year with the because he was already contemplating retirement this year, wasn't he? So
he was.
I think he'll finish out this year. I don't think they'll trade him.
I don't think so. Yeah, I think it's ludicrous. I think he'll stay put. Now we'll say if somebody's going to get traded, it might be Kirk Cousins. It really might be at this point, because you got to think about it. He's only on a 1 year. This is last year under the contract. Let's face it. You think the Vikings are going to re-sign Cousins, even though Cousins played okay? Yeah. He's played okay. It's not like we're saying he's been trash, but I don't think they'll re-sign him. So they could trade Kirk Cousins. If they fall 0-4, it really could be a possibility, because season's pretty much over. If you're 0-4, that's a big hole to get out of, bro. That's a big hole to get out of. And before we get off, let me see who the Vikings play real quick for this upcoming week. Because if they fall 0-4, my oh my, they're playing.
Also, after that, who do you got in the Thursday night game? Since we won't be able to. So you have the Packers beating them for the Thursday night game, the Lions.
Yeah, I got the Packers winning this one. We're at home. Like I said, we have Aaron Jones and Watson limited today in practice, so that's good news. That's good news that we might have those guys back. Bakhtiari is probably going to miss, so is Elgin Jenkins. But we have a great offensive line, bro. Like, the next man up mentality on that offensive line has been key. And I think we pulled this one off. I think it's going to be a close one. I'm going to go final score 27-24. Packers get it.
Okay. I'm going to go with the Lions. I think the Lions are going to take that one.
Okay. So, final score predictions.
Let's say I'm going to say 24-20.
Okay.
24.
And the Vikings play the Panthers. So if they lose to the Panthers,
Well,
might
it
be
depends
time.
It depends. I mean, is Bryce Young gonna be
I
playing?
think Bryce Young's going to miss. They said he might miss 1 to 2 games.
Okay, so the Red Rocket gets another shot.
Hell yeah, go Red Rifle, baby. Hey, let's go. Well, shout out to everybody in the house. My boy Fabian, right before we leave, he has been a member for 12 freaking months in the building.
Ooh.
A whole year. My boy, Legit Luda, will Boone be back. Keep it up. G-Men.
Go G-Men.
Go G-Men.
Will Boone
will be back.
I think
Legit.
so. Aaron
Legit.
Judge is vouching for him, so I think he'll be back. I was hearing today that, maybe Cashman might be gone because, Judge and Cashman don't have the best relationship. So maybe after you heard what Aaron Judge was saying in the press conference as far as he wants to be more involved in the decision making and stuff like that, which is what I like from a captain. If Hal comes up to him and he says, yo, get Cashman out of here, maybe he does. We'll see.
Yeah, Spence saying legit too. It's gonna be a fun off season for the Yankees. Yeah. And we got you covered if anything crazy happens. We might have to do another like free agency stream or something like that, like we did for the trade deadline.
Yeah, I do have one more legit or ludicrous for you.
Okay.
Will Frenchie show up this weekend after the Cowboys got embarrassed? Legit or ludicrous?
I will make sure French is there on Saturday night. Remember, everybody, 9 p.m. It's Saturday night, so we might have a little bit more fun. It's a little early in Sunday, you know what I'm saying? I know. Like Ace, he's too tired to show his face on camera sometimes, but we gonna be up. It's Saturday night, baby.
9 o'clock will be Cinemax, so let's go.
Oh, it's gonna be fun. It might go. We might go like 2 hours. We might have a little bit of fun, you know what I'm saying? But 9 p.m. on Saturday, and I will make sure French will be in the house. But all right, so let us know what you have planned for the week for your channel before we head out of here.
Since the baseball season is pretty much over, GG's to the Yankees. I'll pretty much be doing this Thursday night game. Getting back to work tonight. Work tomorrow, Thursday night game. Saturday I'll be on live with Max. And then I'll be calling. I gotta see what the Jets schedule. Oh, they're doing a Sunday night. So I'll do the Sunday night game, Jets versus the Taylor Swifts.
Oh man. God bless your soul, man.
Yeah, on Sunday night, you know what I'm saying? That's gonna be a rout. I like Patrick Mahomes, so it'll be entertaining. And the Jet fans will be upset. I might do a Sunday afternoon game, and then I'll be live for the Giants game on Monday,
right?
So yes, sir. And then I'll be possibly doing a Yankee recap at some point this week. You know what I'm saying? We'll see. If I can't do it this week, probably next week. So
all right. Hey, Fabian, $2. Much love. Keep up the great work. It's all funny. Yeah, it's all funny games, bro. For me, tomorrow is up in the air. Yankees play the Blue Jays. Maybe I'll squeak in a Yankee game. I don't know. And then Thursday we got Thursday night football, the Packers and Lions. Friday might do something else, and then Saturday we got the stream. Sunday I'm gonna take the day off. I got a long day on Sunday, bro.
Yeah,
I got some homeboys coming over for the morning game. We're gonna cook up some breakfast. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna drink some mimosas, all that fun stuff, man.
Yeah.
Oh, the ace doing what he does the best. I gotta find it. Hold on. Where is it? Come on. There it is. And it's popping confetti all over the place. Yeah! Look at that. Appreciate you, man. You were the freaking man. Blue Hawk. Welcome back to the squad, my friend.
Hey, that's fitting. Blue Hawk getting a membership considering he lost a bet. So,
oh, it's all right, Blue Hawk. I lose bets all the time. I'm still gotta get Jonathan his shirt after I get paid. Your boy spent a little too much in New Orleans, bro. You know what I'm saying? Fabian with another $2. I'll talk my ass off to get laughs. Oh yeah, it's all fun, Fabian. It's all fun. Was it the last year was a little aggressive? Oh yeah, at the end. Yeah. But appreciate y'all. Another week down of football. We're on to week 4. It starts Thursday. See y'all then. It's always love, peace, chicken grease on Max Coverage TV and on the Ace Avenue. Thanks for always joining me, my boy. Have a good rest of your night. God bless. Good night. And go, Pack, go. Peace.